Welcome to Crossing the Aisle with Sean and Lindsay on this it's Friday, Lindsay. It is finally Friday. We hope you guys are having a wonderful Friday and at the end of the work week.
Sure, they're all having a better one than Sean Tyndall is.
or the president or Bill Clinton. It's a whole lot of people are having a bad week, it seems, in the news, and we'll get to all that today for you. There's just been some more breaking news topics, I guess you would say, where Lindsay yesterday actually went on a kind of a little tirade about her understandably personal story that happened regarding her mother-in-law and her life insurance proceeds that happened about nearly 10 years ago now, where she discussed Sean Tyndall and all that drama. But then last night there was more breaking news about the commissioner and Ivana Williams, right, Lindsay?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Nothing.
So anyway, so there's more breaking news about that, and we and so we're going to get to all that. But so Lindsay, I'll tell everybody what happened with the Department of Public Safety yesterday. I know that came out late last night. There's a new lawsuit. Is that what it is?
Yes.
Okay, can you tell us about that?
Well, Sean Tyndall's a piece of crap, and obviously many people know that.
Okay. Oh, we're gonna say, well, anyway, what she's talking about. So we're gonna be today with there's a developing legal and political mess here in Mississippi. Ivana Williams, a former Mississippi Highway Patrol trooper, has amended her lawsuit against the Department of Public Safety, where she now she's saying that she faced repeated sexual harassment and retaliation after calling out misconduct. She's calling this, y'all, a boys' club at the Department of Public Safety, and that the culture dominated the department, where male officers allegedly received preferential treatment. A lot of inappropriate contexts were levied in her direction, and those who spoke up were punished. She also said she wasn't protected by leadership and all of that. And then the DPS Commissioner Sean Tyndall says that her lawsuit is frivolous and that she's nothing more than a disgruntled employee who's upset about being fired. Lindsay, so that's a quick fact. So we'll get into all about the lawsuit, but there's that's kind of what the blurb was.
And he steals from widows and orphans too, by the way.
No, I understand that.
But he also made the comment that 90% of her allegations were false. So what 10% are true in that document that was filed? I wonder if Sean Tyndall will elaborate on what 10% are factual.
Well, the allegations, I read some in the complaint last night, that she says that it sounded like she said at one point she ran into him at the Brandon Amphitheater and he was drinking or was intoxicated, according to the allegations in the complaint, and that he made just inappropriate comments about her appearance, is what I read, and that there was at some point that he had, I guess, was trying to get her to hook up with one of his roommates. Is that right? Did I read that right? Something to that effect?
Yeah, something like that. And I mean, I don't think it's unknown in the political world and circles that allegedly there are events that go on, I guess, at his house.
And what Lindsay's saying, according to the complaint, there's a home that's on the reservoir that is owned by, I think, the commissioner and a few other people. Is that right?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
And so, I guess it's kind of, especially maybe during session, at least allegedly, it's kind of a party house.
Okay, that's the allegations about it.
You hang around the Capitol long enough, and you start to hear rumblings of what goes on in the legislators' nightlife.
Yeah, and right, we've covered that here on this station.
I don't know if he was involved in the body shots or not, but I mean,
yeah,
you never know. You never know. I mean, he's obviously not a good person. I'll just say that.
Well, there was when Lindsay talking about a year and a half ago, there was a body shot scandal with that. We didn't know what legislators. We're not going to say these names because we can't. I don't get sued.
No, we are not.
And that had come out in the whole Capitol rumor mill that was quite explosive. But here, according to her complaint, she said that defendant Tyndall and his associates frequently hosted guests at this house, and that Ivana was among those welcomed to the residence on several occasions, invited by the defendant Tyndall and his housemates. She states here, while enjoying the vibrant atmosphere of the home on multiple visits, the plaintiff herself, Ivana, eventually found herself no longer included in the gatherings after declining to go upstairs into a bedroom around September of 2022. It was suggested to Miss Williams during these visits that certain connections made at the residence could be beneficial to her professional advancement. That's
so
basically
it was insinuated to her, if you go along with these sexual acts, you might have a chance to be promoted. Is
That's
kind of what it sounds like.
right. That's the way I'm taking it.
Okay, and I want to say this. Obviously, Ivana has a history.
Hmm.
We know that. We know that there was a sex tape. We know that it was with her and another one of the Sippy girls, I guess some type of lesbian sex act that was recorded.
Right.
And we know that the other party in this video did set claims that she did not give consent to be recorded or consent for that video to be shared. Allegedly, it was shared. So obviously, we're talking about Ivana here, and it does seem or sound as though she's kind of had a promiscuous past.
Right.
I think we have to take that out of the equation, and you can't just
Judge somebody on their past.
judge someone or judge her based off of what she did on her own free will.
Yeah.
Which, and it's not saying that anyone forced her to do anything, but I'm going to say this, and I think Clay probably disagrees with me on this, but I think there are many male troopers who probably do the same, and it's never an afterthought. I mean, they get away with it because they're men. And there is a double standard here. And I don't think that she should be just discounted with everything that she's saying just because there's a colorful past there.
Yeah. No, I mean, I know what you're trying to say. I mean, isn't that kind of dilemma in, I would put it this way, in human history that we do that.
Well, I don't know if I can say that, the SLUT word, but shaming.
Yeah. We do that. And even though, so like say somebody that was, had a promiscuous past, had gotten raped, and they may have legitimately been raped.
But you don't believe them, or you discount that
right.
because you know what their past was like.
Yeah.
And I think that that's kind of what's going on here. Is automatically as though Ivana's crazy. We don't care what she says.
Yeah, I think that's generally, and funny you say that. So I spoke to several lawyers this morning and discussing this topic, where some of them former prosecutors, some not. That's the consensus, right? Like exactly what you just said.
Yeah.
Is that, and the other consensus was that this is going to be, there's a lot more to this because of the rumor mills. And I'm not going to get into the rumors because I can't substantiate any of that. But this is
going to be over quickly. I mean, this is going to take a year to play out in court.
Well, I'm sure once they're going to get to discovery. And what I've been told is that she did not settle the original lawsuit, which
she wants her job back.
And so
she very clearly wants her job back.
Kind of sounds like a scorched earth kind of thing here to me. So they're going to get into discovery, and that's when the heartaches begin.
And listen, women keep receipts.
Yeah.
We don't look. I have every text message I've ever been sent, just in case somebody tries to prove me wrong about what I said in June of 2016.
Yeah, women are good at that. The way she's in this complaint, she's drafting it with specificity, pretty specific incidents of conduct.
Yeah.
So
some of it I thought was a little.
Yeah, some of it you don't know. Right, but I'm wondering, the lawyer, it's Robert Ogletree who's representing her in this case. I would think he would have verified some of this somehow. I'm guessing that he would have at least maybe asked the scene, do you have any? This is what, me, this is what I'd ask a client. Like, do you have text messages that show this?
Yeah.
Okay, you do. Good. Okay, that's one. Let me see them. Give me all copies of those before I put this into the complaint.
And why would she go this far? Why would she, continue this fight? They offered her what? A big settlement.
Yeah,
she didn't agree to.
I heard around, I don't know if it's true, somewhere around 200,000 is what I'd heard around. I don't know if that's true at all, but that's kind of what the legal community had said, and that she had turned it down. But
to continue to spend money on attorneys, she must have some sort of evidence.
I'm assuming he's got it on this attorney has it on, as most plaintiffs' lawyers, on a contingency basis where he'd get a percentage of a third of the settlement. But to your point, if you already got money on the table, a lot of money, why do you, if that's true, and that's what we've all heard, I wonder why you would not take that. What's your end goal here? So that's interesting. Yeah. And that's a good bit of money to offer somebody, by the way. That's not chump change.
I mean, that's kind of just a little bit less than, that's a little bit less than the amount of money that I should have gotten that Sean Tyndall made sure I didn't, when my husband died.
Right. Your life insurance money. And if anybody wants to listen to that, Lindsay, it's on our episode yesterday on YouTube and Facebook, and Lindsay explains that in great detail.
I sure did.
She makes a lot of different allegations in here too. Like one lieutenant, she alleges as having sexual intercourse with an inmate. The incident was covered up by.
No, that's a federal crime.
That's a problem. And Trooper C continues to serve. I mean, state crime too, but the continues to serve with MHP without discipline. So they're saying that this person who had sex with an inmate is still working there.
Sounds like a good old boys club. It's we'll hide your secrets and you had mine.
Well, here, Lindsay. A master sergeant kept a video of himself engaging in sexual activity on a state-issued phone. Although this violation is well known within the department, no action was taken against him. Then another one is a master sergeant failed to appear for a DUI court as a witness, yet received only a 5-day suspension without pay, and remains employed. So there's, I mean, she's got a lot of instances of stuff. Now, of course, there's stuff about her too. She allegedly had porn on her phone is one of the reasons state issued phone that she blamed on her children.
If only I had gotten that bill passed sooner.
Yeah, right. So I mean, that sounded a little, little ridiculous about that, or kids that pulled up the porn site on the state issued phone. And there were other, and I don't remember all the allegations that they had reasons to their alcohol in the trooper car, right?
Yeah, she took a selfie, I think, with alcohol in the car. Now I don't know if she was on duty at that time, but still, she's in the car, and it does look bad on the department. I understand that.
Yeah, you can't have alcohol in your patrol car, that's not a good look. I think instances is here, kind of what you were saying before. I mean, there's things that she did that were wrong, obviously, and probably reasons to be fired. Not to say that they weren't. I mean, I think if you have alcohol in the patrol car, that's a problem. But saying
you got to be the same across the board.
That's the thing. That's the issue. It's like, okay, if you're going to fire me for that, but you didn't fire all these other guys, according to her complaint for this, then that's unfair. Which I agree with that too. I mean, if you're going to let other people get off of things that are similar or similarly situated or similar things they did, then that's not fair.
Yeah, I completely agree.
So I mean, this is going to get pretty. I mean, it's not this. Trooper Gate, whatever you want to call it, has been going on for a couple of years now, and Miss Williams does not seem to be backing down again.
She's not backing down, and WLBT just dropped a new article yesterday. I think they interviewed Tyndall last night. So I mean, this is big in the news, and it's not going to go away anytime soon. And I feel like AG is kind of slipping further and further out of Tyndall's grip here.
Well, I mean, it's certainly going to, I would think, cause him issues in a potential campaign. This sex scandals or, alleged sex scandals are never a good thing, especially in the South. But and
then that's not even to mention what's going to come out in discovery. We don't know.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. You're going to, and that's where I was saying this before, where she'd allegedly declined a settlement, as far as I know. I think that's true. Now, if you're going to do that,
that's what Kingfish said. And Kingfish is pretty up to date.
Yeah, I think he did say that. So, I mean, if you're going to do that, you feel like you got a good case. I would think that you can get more.
Yeah.
This is not generally my area, these kinds of complaints. So I think these fall under the Mississippi Tort Claims Act, but I don't really know because I don't do that kind of civil work. And there are caps, which I think is like $500,000 or something like that. But I'd have to ask somebody that really does this kind of work. But anyway, so she feels like she can get more money. And because that's why she would have turned that down, I would think. But I don't know how much more money is available for her on it or not. I'm gonna have to consult with my civil lawyer buddies to explain that portion of it to me. I am a criminal lawyer through and through. So but that's, I mean, I guess she thought she could get more out of this. She's not going to get her job back, which I've heard is what she really wants. And
I think she wants her job back, and I don't know why you would want to go back in that department and work under him if these were the working conditions.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why she'd want to. I mean, it'd be kind of weird if she just went back after all this, making these kind of allegations. It'd be kind of uncomfortable for her. I mean, so I'm assuming she wants more money than the money they offered in the settlement, and she thinks she's got a good enough case to do that.
Yeah. Initially he moved her to Bolivar County, which was outrageous. Like, you're going to drive to Bolivar County every single day. That's insane. That doesn't make any sense. And then they went ahead and terminated her after that.
No, I understand. And we'll got to be right back where we're going to get back into the Ivana Williams, Troopergate, Sean Tyndall mess over the Department of Public Safety. We'll see y'all in a few minutes.
.1039 WYAB. Pure Air Consultants has always been your go-to for reliable and affordable heating and cooling systems, and now we are offering day and night brand to avoid the 25 to 30% increases that everyone is talking about. With day and night, Pure Air Consultants professionals can install a reliable system with a 10-year system warranty, and right now receive $20 off on service diagnostic fees. Call us today, 601-939-7420, mypureairconsultants.com.
Are you looking to get stronger, fitter, and push your limits? CrossFit Fondren is where Jackson trains. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned athlete, our expert coaches and supportive community will help you crush your goals. Join us for high-intensity workouts that build strength, endurance, and confidence. No gimmicks, just real results. Try your first class today for free. Visit us at CrossFitFondren.com or stop by the gym, 3002 North Mill Street in Jackson, in the heart of Fondren. I'm Sean Yurtkaran, and I've spent nearly 20 years in the courtroom. First as a prosecutor in Hinds County, now fighting for my clients as a defense attorney. I know how the system works, and I know how to protect your rights. If you're facing criminal charges, don't wait. Call me at 601-862-1320 or visit me at onetextlaw.com. That's onetextlaw.com. Serious cases need serious defense. And remember, just because you did it doesn't mean you're guilty. Let's get to work.
I would buy her the moon if I could, but I've got to stick to my budget. John and Corey, how can I afford the diamond she really wants?
You know, I think you'll be genuinely surprised by how much diamond you can afford at Juniker Jewelry Company.
Because here you will find 10 times the diamonds and engagement rings of average jewelry stores.
And the true diamond experts to help you put it all together.
The diamond engagement ring of her dreams is right here, right now at Juniker Jewelry Company.
And with multiple financing options and good credit, it can be remarkably affordable.
We even have diamond engagement rings complete with your choice of center diamonds, starting at under $2,000. So, what are you waiting for?
Go ahead. Give her the moon.
We make it easy at Juniker Jewelry Company, Mississippi's direct diamond importer.
Juniker Jewelry Company, Mississippi's direct diamond importer. From anywhere in Mississippi, we're at 1485 Highland Colony Parkway, just south of 463 in Madison, and online at junikerjewelry.com. Juniker Jewelry, because love can't wait.
Rotor's Plumbing of Pearl, your familiar plumber with these similar names. Locally owned and operated by Chris Rotor, Rotor's Plumbing is no franchise. Simply lower prices and better service without the dreaded overpriced upsell. Rotor's is one of the few places you'll find that actually specialize in tankless water heater repair, as well as being your full-service plumber. And most importantly, service after the sale, meaning the techs actually answer your call, with misses averaging callbacks of 10 minutes or less. Rotor's Plumbing at ROEDERSplumbing.com.
This is Jack Hoffman. For nearly 31 years, Tico's Steakhouse has been a staple of fine dining in Jackson, Mississippi. Dad has long since desired for me to come work alongside him. And now that I'm here, I would like to invite you to come experience our family tradition of our hospitality, sizzling steaks, and healthy poured beverages. Our dining rooms are open and we are taking reservations. Our private rooms are also available along with takeout. Call today or stop in and experience Tico's in the second generation.
Tico's Steakhouse, East County Line Road in Ridgeland, 601-956-1030.
I'm Sean Yurtkaran, and I've spent nearly 20 years in the courtroom. First as a prosecutor in Hinds County, now fighting for my clients as a defense attorney. I know how the system works, and I know how to protect your rights. If you're facing criminal charges, don't wait. Call me at 601-862-1320 or visit me at onetextlaw.com. That's onetextlaw.com. And we're back on Crossing the Aisle, where we're discussing Troopergate DPS scandals, which are pretty interesting. And over the last couple of years,
we are live from
we are live
from the Men's Health and Women's Wellness Studios.
Yes, I was just about to get to that after what we were discussing. We are live from the Men's Health and Women's Wellness Studios,
streaming on Facebook and YouTube.
Yes, on 103.9 if you're listening on your radio right now. And the Women's Health and Men's Health and Women's Wellness are located in Madison. It's also New Care as well, which is basically like a doctor, no insurance doctor, which I use, and it's a great service over there where they take care of all your primary care needs. And I recommend them highly. I started using them way before I was ever on this station, and I've known Dr. Walker for many years, and they're great folks. Lindsay is now using Women's Wellness. She's over there quite a bit, promoting their products and using it, and it's done wonders for her, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I encourage everyone to go check them out. And yeah, I think it's a lot more affordable than people would think that it is. And you don't just get one thing. I mean, they've got the weight loss drugs. They've got the hormone replacement,
like the Ozempic.
Yeah, they've got the hormone replacement therapy. They've got, just your general wellness, blood work, physical, making sure that everything is right. Like one thing that we found out was that my vitamin D levels were like basically bottomed out.
Right.
And that makes a big difference, and it's such an easy fix. But it's so much more convenient when you have somewhere that you can go and know that you can trust them to do those kinds of things. And then also, with the women's wellness, they've got your facials and the different skincare line. So, I mean, it's a one-stop place just to get everything you need.
Yeah, it's exactly. I mean, the men's health is testosterone, which I use. I do that. I've done that treatment for several years now. When you get over 35, it's time to guys start looking into that for sure. Which has just been really, really beneficial for me too. It's just really, they're kind of like a Buc-ee's. They got everything in the store. Like
I don't know if they'd like to be.
I don't know what to tell you guys, but I'm just saying, like, you can go there and get anything you want. You're like, oh, look at this, like beaver nuts and a spatula. Like, you get anything you want. Just like you can at a Buc-ee's. And it is just a great place. And Clay goes there, I go there, Lindsay goes there. We try to get everybody we can to use them for.
Before long, I'm gonna have Sean like in masks and skincare and
who knows? I mean,
doing all the things.
I'm getting old enough where I need it. So
you are old. I mean,
yeah, it's happening. I mean, it's good for that kind of stuff. So check them out. Men's Health and Women's Wellness of Mississippi, located over Fountain Drive in Madison,
right here in Madison.
Right off Holland Colony, right there.
Yeah, and if you want to call in and tell us how much you dispatch on Tyndall, our line here is 601-879-0002. We are happy to take any phone calls telling us your horror stories. We'd love to hear. I welcome them all.
And again, if you missed the last segment, what Lindsay's discussing is the amended complaint by former trooper Ivana Williams against the Department of Public Safety and Commissioner Sean Tyndall, alleging various things from retaliation, sexual harassment, and the whatnot. The complaint is very descriptive of many different incidences where she alleges that other troopers sexually harassed her. Other troopers were treated better than her.
I think it was like John Doe's 1 through 10. I think there were 10 of them.
Well, that can mean anything. Yeah, in terms of lawsuit, it can mean more or less. They just put.
Oh, really? Yeah. Well, I mean, they labeled them though by certain, or they called them by an initial. Mm-hmm. And I guess people can find this complaint, right?
Well, it's on Pacer if you have Pacer X. Most people don't have that, but I'm sure there's I'm waiting for Kingfish hasn't dropped it yet.
I know,
Usually
I'm
puts
surprised.
it up. I'm sure he will if he's listening. Kingfish,
you're get on the ball now. What are you waiting on?
It may be on WLBT's website. I just didn't check their site. I didn't read their article, so I just pulled the complaint offline.
Yeah,
so.
some of the initial ones, I. Like in one instance, she said she was doing push-ups, and one of the troopers, and this was in school, patrol school, one of the troopers knelt down beside her and told her to smile, and then he wouldn't let her get up until she smiled, and then when she finally did, he said, "That's what I like to see." Now, I don't necessarily take that as that was because she was a woman, because I feel like in patrol school they're just really hard on everybody, and kind of like the mentality, you're going to do this and you're going to like it, you're going to smile about it, and I'm going to make you do this many push-ups. And I can see that maybe not necessarily being because of her sex, but it goes on, and they become more descriptive and more detailed, and it would be pretty hard to lay all these things out in such detail if there weren't some truth to it. And usually where there's smoke, there's fire. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I mean, also to your point about the initials, I did read in the complaint right here. For the purposes of this complaint and due to the sensitive nature of the subject matter, in most cases, initials of supervisors and or coworkers are inserted rather than the full name, with the full names to be provided in the initial disclosures. So they didn't want to do that right there in the complaint.
But when the discovery all comes out, it's all going to be there.
I mean, yeah, this thing's coming out, and it's going to, I'm sure, get worse. So there's going to be a lot of depositions and a lot more information out there for the public.
I'd love to be a fly on the wall in those depositions.
I'm sure it's going to be embarrassing for a lot of folks, and as it goes, as these things tend to go, and it's just, this thing is just like, it's one of those things that just, it's been there for like 2 years and never ended. It's constant. And it started out with like a sex tape thing.
But one thing I got to say is Ivana's persistent. If nothing else.
Yeah, I would say that.
She is persistent, and it seems as though she really believes that she was done wrong. Mm-hmm. and that she wants justice. And if that is the case and she was done wrong, then there should be some form of justice there.
Well, okay, let me ask you this from the other than just her personal lawsuit against them. If these things are going on, what do you think like a transparent investigation would look like? Like an
I
investigation?
don't know, because I mean, like we saw with the Goon Squad, and why the Goon Squad was able to go on for so long is because they all covered for each other.
Mhm.
They have that, and I'm not anti-law enforcement. I don't want anyone to misconstrue what I'm saying here. I'm very much pro-law enforcement. I back the blue, very much so. But I mean, I do think that as in every single profession, there's going to be bad apples, and it seems as though in some of these departments they have this brotherhood mentality.
Yeah, I was about to talk about that.
Yeah.
And that was another thing. I think it's gender dynamics or sex dynamics, whichever word you want to use.
I don't like that word,
Yeah.
gender.
In traditionally male dominated spaces, right?
Yeah.
So police is one of those things. I can speak about it from a prosecutor perspective because old time law, it was always men were the prosecutors. So in our office, when I was at Hines, we had several women working there, great lawyers. And one of them became a really good friend of mine that was my trial partner for many years. And she would talk to me about this, where it was really hard for her when we try a lot of cases together. And she said, Sean, what sucks about being a woman is that the jury either thinks you're ditzy or you're cold. You can never just come along as like folksy and colloquial and all that kind of stuff. It's very difficult when you're in this, what people assume to be a male dominated field would be in law enforcement, prosecution, law enforcement. She said, so it was always something that struggled. She'd always she'd do like her opening statement for me privately and say like, how do I come across more like people like me instead of thinking I'm cold,
Mm-hmm.
And because
a prosecutor that's a woman that has overcome that and done a tremendous job.
Who?
Catherine Newman.
Yeah. Watching that trial, she did.
She came across as caring and compassionate, but also smart, and she knew her stuff.
No, absolutely. And look, my trial partner knew, man, she's brilliant.
Yeah.
I mean,
I get this, what she's saying, like how people think about women. And
she was, heck, I'll tell you one thing, like I said, I loved her because she was the one that was super over prepared. Like I was not. I was just usually like I'm in there. I just have that. I'll just start talking, and that's kind of the way I am. And she just had things laid out very well. Did a terrific job. But she always
don't tell people that on air.
No, I mean I just like no. It's like I'm prepared. I'm just saying.
He's prepared.
I'm off the cuff. Okay, I'm usually really good that way, and
you work best that way.
Yeah, that's my better way. Instead of just
like you're able to turn it on.
Right, I just can't. Outlining things, writing them down like that just doesn't work for me as well. But she did a really good job. But every time, and I'm not gonna lie, when I saw her do close, she came across kind of like Ice Queen a little bit. And it sucks because like that's unfair, but that's just the way we, sometimes view women in male dominated professions. So
but if it's like a man in that role, it's like, oh, he's so strong.
Yeah, that's right.
Powerful.
He's powerful.
Then you look up to him for it.
Mm-hmm, but it doesn't work for women the same way. And that's I think what she's talking about here. She's in a traditionally male dominated profession. So like, how does that as a woman fit into that? And these things, occur. Obviously, I mean, the guys aren't sexually harassing each other. You know what I mean? Like,
in this day and age, you never know. They could be.
And even my trial partner and my other couple, female friends at the DA's office, they would get, I don't even call it sexual harassment, but inappropriate comments are made to them that wouldn't have been made, obviously to men. And
right.
That just weren't things that you would, because some guys just don't know. I'll be honest with you. It used to make me cringe because some guys just don't know how to behave when they're working with women. I mean, it's just true.
Well,
like,
I mean, Ivana alleges that some of them would, slap her on the butt or take a yardstick and slap her on the. I don't think they would have been doing that to each other.
No, absolutely not. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, just sometimes, like I've just noticed through my whole working life, there's a lot of men out there that just can't behave properly working alongside women for whatever reason that is. But
because they think with their little brain.
That's it. I mean, and we'll talk about little brains and South Park and move on to a new topic in the next segment. We'll see y'all in a few minutes.
.1039 WYAB. Americans for Prosperity is Mississippi's and the country's leading grassroots organization dedicated to promoting economic freedom and personal liberty. Americans for Prosperity advocates for limited government, free market policies, and empowering individuals. When given freedom and opportunity, Americans are capable of extraordinary things. If you are ready to make a difference in our community and want to get involved, then visit AmericansForProsperity.org. Be a part of positive change at AmericansForProsperity.org. Paid for by Americans for Prosperity.
Did you know that the average 6-room house collects 40 pounds of dust each year? Local business Pure Air Consultants duct cleaning service can rid your home of the dust, dirt, and debris that may be caught in your air ducts. They can eliminate the mold, fungi, and microbes that might be growing inside your ductwork and polluting the air you breathe in your home. Mention WYAB and receive a free UV light with system replacement. Visit online at mypureairconsultants.com. mypureairconsultants.com.
Nick Bain served Mississippi for over a decade in the State House. During that time, he fought for our children by protecting them against explicit materials pushed by the woke agenda. He protected taxpayers by streamlining government and helped create policies that have made Mississippi better. Nick and his team at Bain Bowen will use the same tenacity in helping you with all your legal matters. Call them today at 601-953-2994. Find Nick online at bainbowen.com. That's BAIN Bowen.com.
Peace, love, and pizza. Happy holidays from Johnny's Pizza House. Try our new cauliflower crust today. 10 inches of crunchy good vibes for a limited time only. Groove on in and share a slice today. Peace, love, and pizza from Johnny's Pizza House.
Win free pizza for a year this summer at Johnny's Pizza House. Your pizza's already a work of art. Now, let it win you free pizza for a year. Just snap a pic with your favorite pizza and enter to win at johnnysph.com/share-my-slice. Peace, love, and pizza at Johnny's Pizza House.
CBS News Brief. The extreme heat that has baked much of the central U.S. this week is slowly shifting east ahead of the weekend. CBS News meteorologist David Parkinson.
Your feels like temperature from Washington, D.C. up to Baltimore, probably about 110. And then even in the New York City metro area, your feels like temperature hovering right around 105.
Aramark employees who work concessions at Boston's Fenway Park are on strike. Penny Comet reports.
If you are coming to a game this weekend, Aramark pledges you won't notice any difference.
Their union claims workers are paid poverty wages. Jeffrey Epstein's convicted accomplice, Ghislaine Maxwell, was questioned for a second day today by the Deputy U.S. Attorney General, her attorney, David Marcus.
Ghislaine has been treated unfairly for over 5 years now. If you looked up scapegoat in the dictionary, her face would be next to the dictionary definition of it.
She's serving time for sex trafficking and other crimes. CBS News Brief, I'm Heather Bosch.
It's time to put a little more sizzle in your red-hot Mississippi summer at Mazda of Jackson. Drive away on your road trip with a boost from Mazda of Jackson's $1,000 off owner loyalty reward and low 1.9% financing on a 2025 CX-90, CX-70, and the Assembled in America CX-50. And take advantage of the pre-tariff inventory before it's gone. It's time to choose Mazda. Shop online at MazdaofJackson.com or visit Mazda of Jackson, I-55 Frontage Road in Jackson.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind with friends and family? El Patrio Mexican Restaurant is calling your name. With locations in Flowood and Cross Gates, Brandon, El Patrio is the cozy, family-owned gym where great food meets great times. Enjoy El Patrio's signature margaritas and happy hour specials that keep their customers coming back for more. Indulge in their authentic Mexican dishes prepared with love and served in a warm, family-friendly atmosphere. Come to El Patrio and taste the traditions. El Patrio, where family, flavor, and fun come together.
When you feel like your business is drowning in paperwork and compliance issues, it's time to call P-Police. Let P-Police take care of the busy work so that you can save valuable time and focus on what really matters, growing your business. P-Police is based in Ridgeland, so you're always dealing with local professionals who will actually understand your business and its needs. Join thousands of satisfied clients who trust P-Police to simplify their employee administration. Visit P-Police.com. That's P-Police.com to learn more.
Hello, WYAB listeners. My name is Rob Montgomery. I'm a minister in the Church of God, and I'm honored to be the regional overseer for the Church of God of Louisiana and Mississippi. I invite you to listen to my program, Arise Shine, on Sunday mornings, where I'll share the Lord's thoughts to my heart for you. Arise Shine will include Bible messages, encouraging thoughts, and a biblical view of current events. It's my hope that you'll be blessed.
Tune in to Arise Shine, Sunday mornings, 10:30 to 11.
And we're back on Crossing the Aisle with Sean and Lindsay on this Friday. And Lindsay said she had something she really wants to say, so I'm going to let her.
I got to tell y'all how proud I am of Sean because
Okay.
he's come so far. So last night he convinced me to go see, what is it, the Fantastic
Four.
And when by the way, it was really, really good.
Yeah, it's really good.
I thought I was going to hate it, and I was like so into it. But as we are getting in the car and we're pulling out of the parking lot, he says, Lindsay, you know what? And I really never would have thought about this until I met you, but that movie wasn't woke at all. And I was like, yay, Sean, you noticed something like that. But it wasn't.
I never would have noticed it before.
There were no gay people. They didn't change any of the characters to be gay or trans. And the story I loved the ending. I mean, I thought it
was about a mama saving her newborn
Well,
son's
don't
life.
give it away.
Well, I
Don't
mean, they
give
could
it
read
away.
it, you know.
But yeah, it showed like the power of a mama whose baby's in danger or whose baby's been wronged. And I mean, I was tearing up, and I was like, I cannot believe I'm over here tearing up in a comic book.
Superhero movie.
What is it? What do you call those movies?
Superhero comic book movies.
Marvel.
Marvel
And a Marvel movie is the first one I've ever seen. But it's a great family movie.
Yeah, I quit watching Marvel movies like several years ago because it just became too much. Like they're making so many of them, they all became generic, and I got lost in them. I used to love it, like 15 years ago when the new Spider-Man came out or the first Iron Man. That stuff was great, and then it just got overblown and crappy. And one point I made a decision. I said I'm done with, because they keep coming out like 3 or 4 every year, and they're all dumb. So, but the Fantastic Four was my favorite comic book growing up. So I was like, okay, I'm going to give this a chance just because this is the one comic book that was something I really, really liked, growing up. And I was glad it worked out because it was really good.
It was
Pedro
really good.
Pascal, who's one of my favorite actors, plays Dr. Richards, and he's terrific in it. So everybody go out and check it out. It's his opening weekend this weekend. So
I was impressed. I was impressed. And it takes a lot to make me say that. And then I'm so proud of Sean for realizing
there wasn't any, it's not something I'd ever think about before until, I would never think about, if there's a gay person or a transgender. I didn't even really know what transgender people were until I met Lindsay. To be honest with you, I just do is like some dudes wear dresses occasionally. I realize it's not a subject that I've ever paid attention to, but
you don't want to pay attention to most things.
I have things to do, like pay bills and stuff, but other than worrying about
I have things to do, like pass bills and stuff.
But but there wasn't, they didn't wokeify this one. So the only time I ever noticed when a movie, I didn't even know the term was woke, to be honest, but it was the last Star Wars that came out in 2019. My friend Wellington, who we're going to his wedding in Hawaii this week, one of my best friends, he and I went and saw it. And at the end of the movie, like they're all celebrating because they won the battle or whatever. And a couple, like a lesbian couple, like makes out, and like they're like aliens or something. And Wellington, who's really liberal, we walk out of the theaters, he's like, man, was that necessary? Like, did they have to just like, did Star Wars have to be gay now? Like, why do we need a gay couple in Star Wars? And it was a good, I guess if you look at it from that aspect, like this was a fantasy movie. Did people's like
throw that in there?
Yeah, people's sexuality really was not a main theme of any of the movies. The only thing that ever was like Han and Leia eventually fell in love, and that's kind of the the theme of the movie coming from the 70s to now. But other than that, there's not like nobody was going on dates in Star Wars. It's not that. And then I guess Anakin and Padme. But other than those two things, it's not that kind of movie. It's a sci-fi, fantasy movie. So I never thought about it until that day he did say that. And I was like, that's a good point. That was a little odd. Not that I cared, but it was unnecessary, I guess is the point.
Yeah, I agree. Obviously, I agree.
Yeah. I know that's your thing. So, but
if anybody could ever get to the moon, I bet it would be the Fantastic Four.
Yes, it is good. I'm telling everybody, go see it. It's way better than the ones that came out in the mid-aughts. So I would.
I've never heard anybody other than you and Clay say that.
That's what it's called, the aughts.
Says who?
Well, look it up. You look it up. Google it.
Who uses that?
I don't know who uses it. I use it. What do you call it? The 2000s or something?
2000s.
Or whatever. 2000s, the aughts.
What does aught stand for?
Like aught, like 08, aught 8. That's what it stands for.
But 08 is not saying aught.
Yeah, that's what you say, aught.
That makes no sense to me. Whoever came up with that.
After the show, we're going to look this up. It's another thing.
I believe you. I believe you that people say it. I don't understand it. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Okay. Well, now you do. That's
the 2000s or
you
the
can
2010s.
You can say the mid-aughts. Anyway, the The Fantastic Fours that came
Wait,
out
does
in the 2000s.
But does aughts refer to
That-
just 2000 to 2010?
Yeah, that's right. Oh, 2000. Yeah.
So what do
2009.
you call 2010 to 2020?
I think we're calling those the teens. I'm assuming. I don't know. I've never really referred to that decade as anything yet. To be
But
honest with you.
19.
The teens. I guess the
This
teens. I
19
mean, this
would
is
be
the
like another-
20s
okay.
now. So I guess that's what it is. But those
You say
movies,
so.
those Fantastic Four movies in the 2000s sucked, and this one was actually really good. So that's good.
That made more sense to me.
Yeah, there you go. Well, speaking about things that suck for certain people, we've got more breaking news on our favorite Epstein scandal, Lindsay. The Wall Street Journal and the New York Times is going to Pound Town like Epstein
You know
did.
what?
I
I've
guess.
decided I'm going to let you talk about all the Epstein stuff. And the only comment that I care to make about it anymore is release the file.
Release
and I'll
the
say
file.
that every single day. But all this drip. And is it true? Is it not? Who's the source? We don't know. Show us your receipts. We don't have them. I am sick of it. Like, give us the file, dadgummit. Give us the file.
Well, last night, the Wall Street Journal dropped another story. They dropped one Wednesday talking about how the president was told in May that he was mentioned in the Epstein files many times. Last night, they dropped a story that we've got another president that's in the Epstein birthday album.
As if anybody's surprised.
It's President Bill Clinton had signed a birthday card to Jeffrey Epstein for his 50th birthday.
is so
that is
ridiculous.
included in the same album as Donald Trump's purported card that he denies exists.
So they gave the
So-
man a birthday card. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know the wording. And Clint, he used what
Childlike
curiosity.
Yeah.
And I was like having Pizzagate, throwbacks with the language that they used, and they talked in code, and they would order a child like they were ordering a pizza.
Yeah, no, I mean, I just wish people could get it through their head. All these guys hung out with Epstein. He was a super rich guy.
Rich, powerful, and all
And-
the rich and powerful people hung out with him.
And is anybody shocked if Bill Clinton and Donald Trump were running women? Is anybody be shocked about that?
Now-
I'm not saying they're underage. I'm just saying
Right. That's
that-
the part that I think people
I
would
mean-
find shocking is if they were underage. But sometimes there's a fine line between underage.
Right.
Like you can look at a 17-year-old and think they're 20.
Yeah, no, that's true. I mean, but Bill Clinton and Donald Trump like women a lot, right? I mean, there's those kind of guys that are out there cheating on their wives, running porn stars, interns for Bill Clinton. I mean, it's not shocking that these
No.
guys were running with Epstein. I'm not saying either one of them had sex with children. I'm just saying they were out, hoe-mongering. Let's put it that way.
Right. And I mean, I don't think that's anything new. That's why I'm just, I'm sick of
Well,
this. Like, release the daggum file. Let us see who did what. Redact the pornographic images of children, and then let the public decide for themselves. And then if Trump needs to be impeached, if he was in that child sex trafficking ring, then impeach him. Be done with it.
Well, here's the thing, though. That is my thought process. What we're just saying, of like that, Bill Clinton and Trump were out there, and Epstein out there running women, right? And I don't know that it was necessarily underage women, but what I will say is what always gets you, and I've learned this in 20 years practicing law, but prosecuting and now defending, the lie is what gets you.
That's what, and I told you, I said this yesterday, I think, but I tell my kids that, like, you can do anything wrong,
Mhm.
I'll forgive, which I'm going to forgive you, obviously, but I get more mad about the lies.
And so, like, Trump saying that that's not his birthday card, he didn't give that birthday card, I think that's going to come out to be an obvious lie. I mean, they're going to release that album because Congressman Ro Khanna subpoenaed it. The state said, yes, we got it. We're going to turn it over. So we're going to see right now where this thing exists.
What does it matter?
But let me finish. And here's my point to that, why it matters. It doesn't prove he's a sex offender. That proves, though, that he lied about it. And the thing is, the question you ask yourself is, why do you lie? Why are you lying about that you wrote this birthday? Just Bill Clinton, they asked him. He didn't lie about it. I mean, so I don't, if you're not doing anything wrong, why are you lying? And then he also said that he was not told he was in Epstein files on July 15th. Well, it's confirmed now that he was in May. And then the White House confirmed it, not just the Wall Street Journal. So that's two instances of it.
But I mean, I think that's ridiculous because he knew his name was on the flight logs, and that's a part of the Epstein files.
Yeah, I know. So just say it.
So I don't understand. I mean, but that's proven, and he already knew that. So I don't even understand why he would say he's never been told his name is in the file, because that's public knowledge.
I think this was other mentions that he didn't previously know.
But that's not what the question was.
Right, exactly. He could have just said, yes, I'm mentioned in the file. And okay, so what? So was a lot of people. They were listing like hundreds of names of famous people that were mentioned in the Epstein files. So, I mean, but why are you going to lie about it? And just like I said, this birthday card, if you did it, so what? I mean, you gave him a birthday card. Like, you guys were friends. I get it. Like, you could just say, yes, I did. And that's it. And that ends it. If you say, yeah, I did. Okay. All right. What else? What else you got?
I mean, I guess I'll have. I still don't even think it's. I think it's so stupid, and I don't think it matters. But I guess they would have like handwriting.
Yeah, they're going to be able to verify this.
If they even get. I don't know.
That's why
it's all stupid.
He goes and sues them, and the Wall Street Journal keeps dropping because they know they got the evidence.
But they don't. They're not producing it.
It's coming shortly, Lindsay. You can just already see how they just subpoenaed the dang thing.
But why is the Wall Street Journal continuing to put out stories?
It's not just them. The New York Times is doing it too now. I mean,
I think that's irresponsible journalism. If you're going to put a story out there, bring the receipts.
Well, I have a feeling we'll see that very shortly. I think this was a setup for it to see whether the president would lie about it, which he did, and now they're going to verify it once it goes before this congressional committee. Now that stuff's been subpoenaed. So I mean, what do you do then? Then what do you say once you're caught? What do you say? Why did you lie about it? See, this is going to cause more investigation because people will be like, wait.
But I mean, also, he's a politician and politicians lie. I mean, how many times has Donald Trump lied before? He said the vaccine was safe and effective. I mean, come on. He's like,
Bill Clinton said, I did not have sexual relations with that woman. So,
I did not inhale.
Yeah, so yeah, they do lie.
They
true.
Absolutely lie. They all do. Or the majority of them. I'm not going to say all of them because I have friends who are
99.9% of them are lying.
I don't believe
they're lying. I mean, they are. And, I mean, that's what they are. And but the minute you do, like we said, it causes suspension, even if you are not guilty. And, but I find in my experience, most time when you lie generally means.
But lying is something they've always been able to get away with.
Yeah.
The politicians have always been able to get away with lying.
That's true. I mean, and they will continue to lie, and we will continue to talk about them lying on the next segment here on Crossing the L. I'll be back in a few minutes.
.1039 WYAB.
Bad decisions limit future options. Make enough bad decisions and you will destroy your life. Listen to The Flatline with your host, Rick Hughes, every Sunday morning at 8:30 a.m. here on 1039 WYAB. Join us every Sunday for 30 minutes of inspiration, motivation, education, all without manipulation. That's The Flatline with Rick Hughes, heard here on 1039 WYAB each Sunday morning at 8:30 a.m.
If you want the best health care, where do you go? The Mayo Clinic. If you want the best care for your vehicle, where do you go? Mayo Auto Clinic in Raymond. Mayo Auto Clinic does foreign and domestic vehicles and diesel repair. Mayo Auto Clinic has ASE certified techs with over 25 years of experience. You can extend the life of your car or truck when you take it to Mayo Auto Clinic. For cost-effective repairs and maintenance, go to the best, Mayo Auto Clinic. Open weekdays at 7 a.m. Highway 18 in Raymond.
Are you a wine enthusiast? Are you looking for the perfect bottle to elevate your next dinner? The ultimate destination for wine lovers is 042 Wine and Spirits on West Government Street in Brandon. They're locally owned, they're locally operated. 042 Wine offers something for everyone, from local favorites to rare vintage wines. 042 Wine and Spirits can help you find your next favorite wine. The friendly and knowledgeable folks at 042 Wine and Spirits will help you find the perfect bottle for every occasion. 042 Wine and Spirits, located on West Government Street in Brandon.
Looking for the ultimate reset for your body and skin? At Core Wellness and Recovery, you'll find next-level services like cryotherapy, red light therapy, infrared sauna, body sculpting, and advanced facials. Whether you want to boost performance, recover faster, or just feel your best, Core Wellness and Recovery delivers real results with zero downtime. From muscle relief to radiant skin, this is self-care redefined. Come experience the future of wellness, Core Wellness and Recovery, just off Highland Colony in Ridgeland. Book now at corewellnessandrecovery.com.
Pickup truck, sports car, motorcycle, minivan, townhouse, two-story, farmhouse, fixer-upper. What you drive and where you live is different for everyone, so it's important to have insurance that fits your needs and is just right for you. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that, which is why our agents help you design a comprehensive auto, home, and life insurance plan. Insurance that fits just right.
Proudly serving southeastern United States. Come see me, Jamie Creel, Ridgeland and Flora, Shelter Insurance.
Hey guys, this is Casey Ellis with Ellis Autoplex, located on Highway 471 in Brandon. Ellis Autoplex, known as Little Truck City, is your old school mom and pop style dealership that's family owned and operated. We specialize in 4-wheel drive trucks, but don't worry, we have cars and SUVs too. Looking to sell your vehicle? Bring it by Ellis Autoplex, where we pay fair market value and we cut you a check on the spot. Need your vehicle service or repaired? We can handle that too. Shop us online or set your appointment at ellisautoplex.com. That's ellisautoplex.com.
Y'all come see us at Flora Animal Hospital, your trusted hometown vet. We offer a wide variety of veterinary services, including boarding. Dr. Kaylee McCary is a Madison County native who has been serving the Flora community and surrounding areas since 2013. She leads our team of highly trained and compassionate women. We are located at 740 Highway 49 in the Cotton Exchange Plaza. Call us today at 601-879-3222. At Flora Animal Hospital, we treat your pets like our own.
We would like to invite you to visit our retirement community, which is not only beautiful, but affordable as well. I'm Rhonda Brown, director at the Waterford on Highland Colony in Ridgeland. Our team members are passionate about making our
And we're back on Crossing the Aisle for our final segment that ends really quick, and then I never watched the timer good enough for that. But I'm trying these days, Lindsay. I'm trying to look.
You've been doing a lot
better. I'm getting better.
If I could just get your camera angles right, like we'd be good.
That's it.
Good
That's
to
it.
go.
Well, we had interesting topics today. The Troopergate issues with Department of Public Safety and these allegations against Commissioner Sean Tyndall, which I know you loved quite a lot. And
Well, my issues with him are not allegations; they are very much true.
right, yeah, exactly.
Just to remind everyone about that.
So that's going to be interesting to see where that goes and how deep that's going to go with them over there, and what the discovery process will show. But I mean, I'm sure once there's some more, crazy revelations, those will come out to the public pretty quick.
Where there's smoke, there's fire.
I'm gonna guess, and then of course the Epstein scandal is never ending. I don't know when there'll be a day that we don't talk about it. I mean, I like talking about it; it's fun for me, but of course,
I just want them to release it
I like to see everybody squirming. It's just the interesting parts to me, and it's just something I never thought would turn into
because you didn't think it existed. You thought it was a right-wing conspiracy theory.
Yeah, but it was right wing, and y'all were involved in it too. So that was like you guys told on yourselves. It's what it happened.
Look, there's no y'all here.
I mean, it's like
I've never stopped saying release the files, and everyone involved in any sort of a child sex trafficking ring should be punished to the fullest extent.
Yeah, no, I know. I agree with you, but I'm just saying that, the right had pushed this Democratic child sex rings theory
I
so
imagine
long.
there's probably a lot of Democratic
I'm sure there
things in
is.
there.
I got no problem, but that's like me and you going to, break into a house and then you get caught and you just rat us both out. You know what I mean? Like you're like, but he did it. But were you there too? Oh, yeah, I was there. Oh, okay. See, that's what happened. I mean, like he tried to blame somebody else, but you were also in the house. I mean,
Yeah.
So you're guilty too. So everybody's guilty.
Hopefully, eventually, we'll see. I mean, I guess then weren't they going to subpoena the file, like the oversight committee, the House Oversight Committee had decided
they've subpoenaed the files. They've also, again, Congressman Ro Khanna has subpoenaed Epstein's estate that has the birthday card album that should be in their possession pretty shortly. And so we're gonna get a lot more. I mean, this is gonna keep on going.
Yeah, it's not going away. It's not going to go away.
No. I mean, so we'll have the files, the birthday card album. God knows, I think Jazane Maxwell is being interviewed again today by Deputy Attorney Todd. So that's going to be, I mean, Lindsay, it's a trove. This is going to be a busy end of the summer. Well, we'll see you all on Monday.
Same time, same place.
Bye.